Hi guys, it's Miss Doll here again. I have another read aloud for us today. This book is called School for Bandits, No Niceness Allowed, and it is written by Hannah Shaw. So you guys can see here on the front cover, looks like we have some raccoons. So, what do we think this book might be about? Go ahead and keep that in your brain, and I'm going to read it to you, and you'll see if you maybe got it right. So let's begin. You can see here, before it starts, they show this picture. So what does it look like? What do you see in this picture? Let's see what this book is all about. Mr. and Mr. Raccoon are worried about their son, Ralph. He looked perfectly normal, but he didn't act normal at all. He was deliberately well-behaved, clean and tidy, and he even brushed his teeth. Not only that, but he was shockingly polite. "We didn't bring you up to be like this," sighed his dad. "How will you ever become a great raccoon bandit like Grandpa Cutlass or Uncle Whiskers? It's time you learned some bad manners. We are sending you to Bandit school." When Ralph arrived at Bandit school, he saw at once that he wasn't going to fit in. All the other raccoons looked bigger, bolder, and really bad. The teacher took attendance. "I miss mischief," she announced. "Your first lesson is unpleasant behavior. Now repeat after me. Burp, grr, burp." Ralph didn't enjoy his first lesson. He wasn't very good at it at all. "Pardon me," gulped Ralph. Everyone laughed at him. So it sounds like Ralph has really good manners, but that's not what they want there. He didn't like lunchtime either, or the sports activities that everyone else was so enthusiastic about. The first week at school was one disaster after another. He failed the science test, he failed art, and he failed to impress Miss Mischief. "Ralph Raccoon, you must learn to take things that aren't yours without asking," she scolded. At the end of the term, Miss Mischief gave Ralph his report card to take home. "Not much improvement," she said with a frown. Then she gave them a big sack. "Whoever fills the sack with the most loot during the vacation will win the best bandit in school competition. Good luck, everyone." What do we think the word loot means? It's spelled L-O-O-T. Loot is stolen goods. So she's asking them who can bring in the most stolen goods. Ralph's loot sack stayed empty throughout the school vacation. Meanwhile, all the other raccoons were busy filling theirs. "Don't you want to go out and play?" asked his mom. Ralph shook his head. He didn't want to cause trouble. On the first day of the new term, Ralph picked up his empty sack with a heavy heart and started to walk to school. It just didn't seem right to try and win a competition for being so bad. Ralph was so deep in thought he almost bumped into a flustered-looking poodle. "Excuse me, can I help you?" asked Ralph politely. "My hair!" she wailed. "It's a disaster!" Ralph pointed her in the direction of the grooming parlor. "What a lovely young raccoon," said the poodle, and gave him pawsfuls of sticky sweets. He put the sweets in his sack and walked on. Do we have any guesses of what's going to happen? I think I have a guess. As he crossed the park, he gave a friendly wave to a family having a picnic. But something wasn't right. They were jumping up and down and shouting, "Fluffy, come down." Poor Fluffy was clinging helplessly to a tree. Quickly, Ralph climbed the tree to rescue her. "How kind," said the family, and they gave Ralph lots of yummy goodies from the picnic hamper. Ralph put the goodies in his sack and walked on. As he strolled past the bandstand, Ralph noticed it was empty. He spotted the entire brass band standing at the edge of the duck pond. They weren't playing their usual happy tunes. "What's wrong?" asked Ralph. "Our music blew into the pond," wailed the coordinator. "Don't worry," said Ralph. "I'll get it." And he swam to fetch it. "What a hero," tooted the band, and they loaded Ralph's with armfuls of treats. He gratefully added the treats to his collection and turned toward school. By now, the sack was very heavy. Ralph could hardly lift it. With so much tugging and shrugging, he dragged it into the classroom. The other bigger, bolder, much badder raccoons stared in astonishment. Not one of them had done nearly as well. "Well done," Ralph said, a rather surprising-looking Mischief. "You've won the best bandit in school competition." Ralph had his photo taken, and Miss Mischief told his proud parents, who couldn't stop smiling. "Just like his Grandpa Cutlass," said his dad, beaming. The other raccoons were puzzled and just a little bit jealous. "Tell us how you did it," they begged. Ralph grinned at his new friends. "Well, first you have to say please," and that's just what they did. So here, Ralph wrote a list of manners. It says some good manners. Be polite, say please and thank you, always ask first, be helpful, sharing is the best, and smile and make friends. And you can see him swinging there, saying, "Wee!" So what did we learn from this book? Yeah, so we learned that even though Ralph went to Bandit school to become a much badder raccoon like his parents wanted him to be, he ended up becoming the best bandit in the school by using his manners. And this book shows us why it's so important to use our manners, like saying please and thank you and asking before we take anything. This book also had a lot of really good words in it. Let's look back. They had a lot of really good descriptive words. Let's see. He was shockingly polite. Bigger, bolder, and really bad. So they had a lot of really good descriptive words in this, which is great to add to our writing because it makes your story have a lot more detail, which is also a really good thing. So I'll be back later with another read aloud. See you guys later.